we are going to see about update documents. Updating documents in MongoDB is way more simpler than finding and inserting documents. For updating, we'll be using the method under collection, that is the update method. The update method, as you can see here, takes 3 parameters. The first 2 are mandatory parameters, whereas the third one is an optional parameter. The first parameter query is for selecting the matching records. The second one contains the update values, and the third one is for setting the optional parameters. You need to remember 2 key things about this update method. Update method will update only a single document, and the second most important thing is you must use a set operator if you are going to update the field values, or else it's going to replace the entire document. If you're not going to use set operator in the update parameter, it will replace the entire document. In most cases, we'll be replacing the field values only, not the entire document. So always remember to use the set operator. Now let us proceed to our demo session. For this demo, I'll be using Mongo Booster and our Northwind database. Under Northwind, I'll be using the shippers collection. As you can see, this collection has only 3 records and it is very simple. It has only 4 fields. One is the ID field, the other 3 are company name, phone and shipper ID. To start with, I'm going to make a duplicate of this collection so that the original remains untouched. Let me close this. So we got the shippers copy. Clicking view documents in table view. All the fields are present. The first step, I'm going to update this phone number of the first document. That is, the company name is United Package. To do this, I'm going to use the update method in the collection. Update syntax is very easy. As I mentioned earlier, it takes only 3 parameters. You can see in the screen, the first parameter is the query parameter, the second one is the updater, the third parameter is optional. Optional, we'll see it later. Now we are going to see only the query and updater for this query. I'm going to leave this one empty because I want to select all the records, all the documents. The second one is the update value. In that, I'm going to give the phone number. The phone number is 123456. On executing this, it will update the first document but in a different way. That's a catch here. It has modified one. So let us do a find again to view all the records. So the first document got updated, but in a way that we haven't expected, that it has changed the whole structure of the first document. If you click view document, it has only 2 fields, whereas the other documents have 4 fields totally. This happened because we haven't used the set operator. So to use set operator, that's very easy. But this time I'm going to select this company name. So that we can see the difference. Let me view the document to copy the web. Oops. Company name is Speedy Express. Same thing I'm going to give in the selection query. We have to use the set operator. That's very easy. You just need to give $set and then cover it with curly braces. Now let me execute this. We got one modified, and let us view the documents in table view. As we expected, this update method has updated only the field which we expected to change, not like the previous one which has completely changed the structure of the document. So always remember to use set, because in most cases we'll be updating only the field value, not the complete document. So if you want to completely update the document, use this, and if you want to update only the field values, use this query with the set operator. Now to the next interesting topics in our list, that is multiple updates, update one, update many, and upsert. We are going to see all these four. It's very easy and simpler. Let me copy this one. To start with, we are going to see about multiple updates. So under multiple updates, I want to update all the phone numbers of these companies. This time I'm going to use a different phone number, XYZ 123456 or 12345. If you see the syntax for update, in the third parameter after query and updater, we have upsert and multi. We are going to use multi option now, which is a Boolean value, or you can give a number. I have to set the third parameter now. I am going to use the multi option, multi true. On executing this, we must see multiple updates of the phone number which is matching this query. The query here is empty, so it's going to match all the documents. On executing this, we got 3 modified. Let me see the results again in table view. You can see here all the documents have got updated. This is because we have used a multi-true option. If you don't use this option, only a single document will get updated. That we have seen it here. So this is how we have to do multiple updates. There is other way of doing this, that is by using update many. Let me show that also. db.shipperscopy.update many. So to the syntax first, query, update object, and the options. Either you want to upsert or not. I'm going to use the same without multi-true option. I'm going to make it as ABC. So instead of update with multi-true option, I'm going to use update many method directly. Again, the modified count is 3. Let me see the documents in table view. You can see here we achieved the same result as that of the update with multi-true using update many. I personally prefer update many over multi-true option. Similar to update many, we have update one, which is going to update only the first document. This is the syntax. It's same as that of update many. Instead of ABC, I'm going to make it as EFG. This has to update only the first document, which is going to match this query. Matched count is 1. Let me do a find. Table view. So the first one got updated with EFG 12345, whereas the other ones have ABC 12345. This is how update 1 works. We have seen about update with multi-option, we have seen about update many, and then we have seen about update 1. Now to the most interesting one, that is upsert. Upsert is a combination of update and insert. You can easily understand from its name, it is going to search for the update query. If it is not going to match, it is going to insert a new record. To do that, I'll be using the old update method, or I think it is better to go with the update one itself. Let me copy this because it has also the upsert option. Syntax. If you watch the screen, you can see the upsert option in the third parameter. Let me do that. Upsert true. Here, instead of an empty query, I'm going to give the company name as company name as some company in Panama. This must create a new record because there is no matching company name for this query. On running this, we got no modified count. Let me do a find and we must see a new record, the fourth record. On table view, this is the beauty of the upsert method. We got a new document created with this query parameter, what we have mentioned. It has no matching values, so it has created a new one. If it has matching value, it is just going to update this. That also I'll show you. I have used update one, HIJ. On executing this query, we must see this phone number must get updated because we have the same query matching document over here. So modified count is 1, means we got a update. On table view, this is how it works. It has just updated since it has found a matching document for this query. So with the upsert true option, you can go for update, or if there is no matching document, it will create a new document for you.